Hey YouTube, record number 7 in my most influential albums. This was not that long ago I got this. Me and my pals were sitting, my pal Michael actually found this video. I sneakily let it sneak into the bottom of the picture there. Said, you got to see this video, and it's like, I think he'd heard it on some, I don't know, Radio Scotland or something like that, and this video was just this absolutely mental guy with a claymore and a kilt singing electro funk music, and it's mental. I'd never heard anything like it, but this did open my eyes. I now understand funk music. It's like it's very synthesizer. This is in my synthesizer phase at the time anyway. So what happened was that me and my pals were watching this, and he's actually got a few videos. If you look up on, it's well worth looking up YouTube. Look up Over the Sea, The Thistle, Chainsaw, Russia. There's and these videos won awards and stuff, and I don't understand why he wasn't more famous than he was. It kind of looks like it's he's stolen some of the shots from Highlander, but it went the other way around. Highlander used his camera crew and all that. It's like one where he's on a train. In fact, it'll be that train there, and it's just it's amazing. You should watch. It was just like you know that is it the Glenfinnan Viaduct, the big famous one that you see in Harry Potter, and it was like, I think, did not go over into a James Bond film in Skyfall as well and shoot a guy off it. Well, so imagine it's like he's on this train, right, and he's sitting on like a jig that's on the front of the train. He's sitting here on the train while it's belting along at 50 mile an hour, whatever it is, in the piss and rain. And on the back, he's got this band playing on flatbed truck. What do they call them? Carriages? No, not really carriages. Like flatbed trailers behind the truck. Whatever. That's not the correct word. I'll remember it once I finished doing the video. But and it's got the it's all shot from a helicopter and stuff like that. And I've actually, as you can see, it's signed by the man himself. So me and my pals found out he was still kicking about. Did a cover version of Over the Sea, just sitting in my room, my last house. Played it live, and then thought we'll put a video up and then see if we can get him to comment on it. And it's like, so we ended up, we sent it to him, and he commented on it. Is that up your eye? Very good. And then we ended up doing one every week or something like that. And then I think by the time it was the third one, it was like, right lads, when's the gig then? So we ended up being in a band called Project Ray, where he was actually our singer, and it was the three of us, me playing bass and synth. Actually, I'd owned a synth for like 2 weeks, and I was playing Chainsaw on stage on a Yamaha DX21. Peg playing guitar and synth, and Michael, who played all the synth, and he'd had like a drum track machine thing built into his, a big I can't remember the word for it now. What make was it? Phantom, a Roland Phantom keyboard, which could kind of multi-track, so he could kind of put the drums in first, and then he had all the different sounds. And we used to, and then there was a couple of songs where I wore a synth around my neck and all, but actually played with the man. And he's such a lovely guy. Lives in St Boswell's down in the Borders. The thing about this album is it doesn't have. I'd actually talking to him, I realised why. It's got this. This comes with a free single, which is Over the Sea video mix, and the reason that's on there is because the Over the Sea that they re-recorded for the album wasn't up to his standards. Apparently, he said that he sang it a couple of times and made a mess of it, and then the time that he sang it, he did it properly. They lost the tape, and when the album came out, he found out that it was actually take one, or one of the tapes that he didn't do very well on, that was actually on the record. He was really upset, so that's how he managed to squeeze the single into the release. This was done, the producer from Roger Troutman, who I think if you're black and from the 80s, you'll know who he is. He did used a vocoder, did a lot of stuff in a band called Zap. Got wow 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 wow. There's More Bounce to the Ounce was a big hit. So this was a big. Jesse was, I don't know. He must have been really convincing to talk to people. Actually, another thing about we mentioned in the Over the Sea video, there's actually a bit where they're on top of the Brooklyn Bridge, like swinging a claymore, and it's like, he's actually up on top of the Brooklyn Bridge, like on top of one of the big stacks, like about 1,000,000 feet in the air, with skyscrapers stuff. Him and Bernie Worrell, where Bernie Worrell being the best synth player ever, pretty much. Very well regarded. All played on all the Parliament P-Funk, which I never understood at all. I didn't really, when I first heard this, I didn't hear it as that because it's got such a strange sound. But he sings in a total Scottish accent. Look him up. This album is brilliant. It really is. It's good, and I mean, I think we played pretty much all of this. There was just one. There was one song we didn't do. We didn't do That Kind of Girl, because I don't really know why we didn't do it. I think we said there was a bit where it was like lipstick, panties, da 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 da. It's like it's a girl singing, and we were like, yeah, no, but I do that. But we pretty much did the rest of it. It's excellent. It's a bizarre one. I don't know if well, you can get it in CD now. You can actually buy it straight from Jesse himself. I think if you look him up on Facebook and just order, you can get the CD. But the people that are on this are amazing. The folk he worked with, I don't know. He was in America, like when he went over, in 80. Maybe he was 79 or something like that. And he bumped into Bernie Worrell in a lift. And they just got on with each other because I mean the guy is hilarious, and I think Bernie Worrell's hilarious as well. If you look up the video for Chainsaw, you see him. You know, this is P-Funk's key synth player in a farmyard down the borders in the pissing rain with a kilt on, dancing about to Chainsaw while Jesse's going round him in a tractor. I mean, this is stuff you can't. I mean, it sounds like a mad dream, like I'm tripping, but it's not. This is what actually happened. Absolutely mental. Jesse reckoned that this could have been a big hit if it had come out in CD, but it's right at the time when CDs was the brand new thing, so it didn't come out on CD at the time. It came out on vinyl, which was the sort of the dying format at the time. Yeah, so check it out. Jesse Ray, The Thistle. You might even be able to find it on eBay. I don't think it's a. I saw one in the last time I saw the record, it was in the Oxfam record shop. It's like it had a wee sticker in the corner of the Oxfam record shop in Glasgow. It always says, you know, it's like a bit scratchy on side 2. It would have a wee comment on it, and this one had a sticker on it that said "Seriously Warped." I just thought that's hilarious. I wish I'd bought it. I think it was like £2. I wish I'd bought it just because it said "Seriously Warped." Obviously, it's talking about the record being, you know, warped. But I thought, what a nice thing to say about Jesse, that he's seriously warped. Rock and roll.